Record. All right, so I'm going to record this. It should only record me talking. So I have this, like I said, I'm going to share everything, and if you guys have questions, you just let me know. So I have a binder right now, and I keep track of everything. So this form is my host name, host address. They're all their information for me inputting it into basically them being a hostess for a party. Their name, address, phone number, email. Host sent category preference. If they like floral, fruity, our categories of fragrances. They booked a party from, if they booked it from someone else. I keep track of referrals of who booked a party through who, especially so I know who the perpetual reward goes to. Private group link, and I shorten them. I can teach you guys how to shorten links too. I hate really long, obnoxious links. All of a sudden, they just take up so much space. And so I send them a host instruction guide of what they need to do when let me pull this up real quick. When I book a party, I give them instructions on how to invite people to the group, how to personally message their friends and not mass invite all of their 1,000 Facebook friends. So I give them this little 8-step flyer of how to personally invite people. I give them a little pre-cut out verbiage of what to say with their information inputted with their group link. So I tell them, say, hey, I'm hosting a Scentsy 30-minute Facebook online party, Facebook event party. So I'll upload this. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it gives them step-by-step. It tells them to make a wish list. So then I can say, okay, we need to reach a $500 party to get you $75 free and 3 half-off items. 2, how to decide who to invite. Think about quality over quantity. So you want your closest friends, aunts, family members, coworkers, etc. You're not going to mass invite your whole Facebook group. So instead of me mass messaging them all this is like little cute cutout versions of what to do. Do not invite them without having a conversation first. Like I said, I give them like a little verbiage cookie cutter thing. They can change it, edit it, but it has their group link. So, hey, I'm having a Scentsy Facebook 30-minute live Scentsy party. I know you love your house smelling amazing. Come check it out. Courtney's giving away some samples. X, Y, and Z. We'll play bingo. Whatever you want to do. I've been mailing them with my little packets. I'll be telling you about some bingo cards to get people on the live to have more interactions. Basically, I need to get some more products, so I decided to host a Facebook party. I don't know if you need more bars or bulbs, but they have a lot of new products, and it's going to be 30 minutes live on my Facebook group. Let me know if you want to join the live. More people have been coming to my Facebook groups than ever, just by them sending a little cookie cutter message to their friends and family with the link, instead of Facebook notifications getting lost. Whatever it is, if you personally message them, they tend to have more participants. Who to invite? Family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, people associated with kids, love fragrances, the nines. Add them to the Facebook party group within the first 48 hours. So I tell them, I'm going to start your group on a Monday. You have 48 hours. This is all my prep talk. You have 48 hours to invite your friends and family. 48, I give them 2 days. I post like a little, hi, I'm Courtney, I'm your Scentsy consultant. While you're coming in, please introduce yourself. And then I add everyone as it comes in, because it gives me a notification, hey, such and such added to this group, such and such added to this group. So once they accept the invite or join the invite, I add them. And then I send them a personal message every time that they join that group. I'm starting a conversation with them. Thank you so much for joining such and such Facebook Live. She has so many great things on her wish list. We thank you so much for being here and supporting her. Here's her personal shopping link and a virtual catalog you can flip through, because now Scentsy has those virtual catalogs you can flip through. It links to the party, and they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. So once they join, I give them 48 hours to join and fill out my Google form. So why am I doing a Google form? Because I can't have home parties right now. And most of these people you figure out don't know what Scentsy is, never use Scentsy, use Walmart wax, are older and just never have used fragrance like Scentsy systems before. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to share my computer screen. Doing a lot of new things tonight. See if I can share my computer screen. Of course, I can't. So I'll upload these images. But so my Google form, if you've never used a Google form, I totally recommend watching a 15-minute version on YouTube tutorial on how to make a Google form. So with everyone that joins the party and fills out a Google form within the first 48 hours, I send them a cute little bubble mailer with a product list or a showcase brochure, something really cheap, felt samples, wax samples. I don't do anything fancy. They're just like in little, little baggies. So I want them to smell stuff and fall in love with stuff before we have the actual 30-minute Facebook party, because when you get some fragrances in people's hands, the sales are going to double and triple. And once they get it in their hand, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I need this. So you're going to ask them their first and last name, their name on their Facebook, who is your hostess. So this is one generic Google form that I use for everybody. And then when they type in who the name of their hostess is, it groups them into columns of what their answers are. So if it's Melissa's Facebook group or Alicia's Facebook group, I can click that hostess and then print the responses. What is your Facebook name if it's different than, if your name is different on Facebook? Email, their mailing address, city, state, and zip code needs to be included because I'm sending them a package. I know this can get a little costly. You don't have to do a bubble mailer. You can do like a little, there's cheaper versions. I do the bubble mailers. It's about $2 to send it. And I got this like $15 little weight on Amazon. So it's about $2 to send stuff. So you are spending $20 to $25 for a party to send samples, but I'm telling you, your sales are going to increase double and triple just by doing this small little thing. Plus, you're going to get people's contact information too, and that's huge to me. Their cell phone number. I want their cell phone number because I'm going to text them. What type of smells do you typically love? Fruity, citrus, floral, fresh, clean. I do men's cologne because no one knows kind of, and then food, baked goods. Do you currently use Scentsy in your home? Have you ever used Scentsy before? Yes or no? What products have you tried, but what products have you not tried yet, but would love to? And then I also ask them, do you have any of the following pets? Dog, cats, or no? And then I ask them, would you be interested in helping your host get an extra half off priced item? Yes, no, or maybe. Would you love to be spoiled with free and half off goodies? Yes, no, or maybe. And do you know anyone that might be interested in earning some extra money? So they fill out that form, and then within the first 48 hours, I print off everyone's response. I mail them their goodies. So I try typically to stay with what categories they say they liked. If they liked food scents, sugar cone, whatever kind of scents I have on hand, fruity, fresh. I kind of typically have a lot of samples on hand at a lot of times. So felt samples, wax samples, scratch and sniff samples, whatever it is, as long as you're getting something in their hands, I feel like your sales are just going to like skyrocket. So after the first 48 hours, I send that out. I give it 3 days for it to receive in the mail. So this is day 5 now. So between the 48 hours and me sending them to them receiving it, I make albums on the group because they can click. I do warmers and warmers and bars, diffusers and oils, and Scentsy fan, the fan diffusers. So I do groups like that, and then I do a limited time offer. I've been doing the Father's Day collection and what's left in the summer collection. So then they can go into the group albums, click which products they are, and then I start posting engaging conversations, trying to get to know people more, asking them like this or that, or which scents do you like, and I kind of make it interactive a little bit just for the 3 days. I don't post more than 2 times in a day. So on day 5, which is the day that I typically give for them to receive their packages, takes 1 to 3 days, I don't include Sundays, so sometimes it's 5 or 6 days. I post a little selfie of me and said, with my little packages or whatever, and it says, let's see your delivery, because not everyone's going to receive the same stuff. They can receive the same stuff. I don't send the same stuff to everybody. If they say they've never used washer whiffs, I try to give them washer whiffs. If they say they have pet products, I give them a pet sample. If they, say they wanted to try Scentsy Fresh, I try to do a Scentsy Fresh sample. I'm a sample guru right now. I've been making all the samples. So I post a little image of me and I say, let's see your samples. So I want her or their guests to be more engaging. This is the most engaging people I've had ever. Usually in my Facebook groups, I post something and no one comments on anything. So the groups, I feel like people see more than the Facebook events. So it says, let's celebrate, let's see your delivery. So I want them to show me a picture of them with their delivery, or I want them to show me what goodies they're using or what they're loving. And then they're like, oh, I saw such and such have this, I want to try that, or X, Y, and Z. There's so many different scenarios. So once everyone receives their stuff, in the next 2 days, I talk to the host and I'm like, okay, everyone has their stuff, you have your goodies. What day and time works best for the live? 30-minute live, they can go back and rewatch it. Not everyone has to hop on at once, but they're enticed to coming back on because I send them a bingo form. So in their package, if they filled out it in 48 hours, they get a bingo form in their package that I say, if you hop on the live, you can win some door prizes. So I say, I don't tell them what they're winning. They can earn samples. They can win whatever. But the more people that hop on that live, the more chances are they're going to buy, and then they stay because they want to play bingo and win some free stuff. So after I talk to the host on day 5 or 6 of when everyone has received their samples and they're loving it and whatever, I say, okay, it's a date tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're going to go live for 30 minutes. Invite your friends. And I post a flyer of my hostess face on a little flyer. Where's this flyer? I'm going to have it. And it says, it's not too late to join, but you can. So it's just a little flyer. And like I said, if you're not in Eva's group, Christina, I can send you these flyers I made because I just made them blank so you can slap your own pictures right on top of it. So everyone joining the party is now sharing the group link with all their friends. Hey, I'm joining a Scentsy Live party tomorrow. Come join, come play bingo, come do X, Y, and Z. And then usually 5 to 10 more people are joining the party, boosting my hostess rewards just by people referring people in. So maybe their aunt's cousin, So they post something on their personal Facebook pages, bringing people into my host group. So I do my Facebook Live party. I have a little setup of it's pretty simple. Warmers, whatever you have, just telling them about the products, answering questions they have. Sometimes I do this on Zoom. I've done Tiffany's party on Zoom. I've done a couple people's party on Zoom. You can do a Facebook Live party or you can do a Zoom party. You can kind of create this however you want. I love doing Zoom parties, but the thing is I like it on my computer so I can't walk around and show stuff. So typically I do it on my phone, but that's fine too. And then people can rewatch it if they couldn't join on. So then I make these cute little flyers, 1 hour till the live, 30 minutes till the live. And then I thank everybody for their order. And then I share how much rewards they're getting. So before the end of the party, I am always telling my hostess, because I refuse to start a party in 1 month and close it in another month right now, because if my host decides to join, I cannot flip April's orders in May, because I want them to get all of their shooting star kit, X, Y, and Z, all of their rewards. So I don't let parties move into the second month. So I typically try to do 4 to 6 Facebook party groups in the 1st through the 15th, so they close out by the 30th. So as people get on an order, I give them a deadline of 48 to 72 more hours after the Facebook Live. So now you're about at a little over a week of everyone coming on, joining, seeing stuff.
I don't really showcase a lot of stuff on the group. I talk about the warmers, I talk about the diffusers, and I talk about the Scentsy fan diffusers. I talk about most of the stuff on the Facebook Live. Now they know me. They've seen my face posted on stuff. I've seen their faces sharing their goodies. I comment on everything that they're posting. I put a last chance to order and the date and time. At that date and time, I'm telling my hostess, okay, you have this much in free goodies. You have $800 in sales. If you joined and had $200 more, or if you joined right now, you would have a blank commission check in June. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, so you can use your hostess rewards. I'm telling them every single time, we can turn this into your launch party. Your friends love the goodies. You've done all the work. You invited your friends. You hosted the party. You basically have done all of the work besides me coming on and just sharing what Scentsy is with your friends. They've sent the messages. They made their list of contacts. They basically have done what it takes to become a Scentsy consultant with a little bit of my help as I would as their sponsor. So 4 out of 6 of the people that had parties with me last month joined, and I still had a $5,000 PRV month with my Facebook parties. I've never had more than $2,300 in sales in a month. And I don't think it's just because of the pandemic. I think it's the way that we're shifting the way we work our business to be more accessible online. So doing Facebook groups, I will never go back to an event. I will never go back to posting such and such every single day anymore. I don't feel like people engage with it. So that's time wasted in my books. If I'm prepping all this stuff and, plan all this stuff and no one engages in it and no one sees it, it's a waste of my time because I feel like I'm wasting it. So I spent 8 hours yesterday making all these this or that images, seeing what people's vibes are, thank you flyers, all the little, I post this, it says sample, fill out this form. So do a Google form. I print all my Google forms out. I keep them in a binder, and then I contact them before the end of the party. And I have been getting 4 to 6 bookings off of every single Facebook party I have done on the group side since I've been doing this in April. Because when they fill out, would you be interested in helping your host get an extra half off item? I say, we can set you up a group for whenever's most convenient for you. And then would you love to be spoiled and free and half off goodies? If they say yes, all right, so let's do a Facebook group party for you as well. If your wish list was bigger than your budget, if you have a $500 party, you'll receive $75 in free and half off items. And then do you know anyone that may be interested in earning some extra income? Whoever doesn't want to make extra income, I wish I had your paycheck if you don't need extra income, because who doesn't love extra income? But if they are posting or saying that they want to make extra income and your host has no interest in joining, you can still add a $59 kit on top of your hostess rewards for that one person to join for the $59. You do not have to use the $59 join promo on the free credit. So say you had $80 free, all you need to do is not go above the $80. You can do $79.50 free, and then you change the host. You want to change the host before you enter everything, because when you change the host, it deletes your host cart. I learned that the hard way, and that was frustrating, but you can still have their friends join without flipping the party and getting a new recruit, just by saying, hey, with this party, Melissa didn't want to snag the deal, so there's a $59 join kit up for grabs. And they're like, oh my gosh, I could do this. Hey, I'll help you with your first group, and if they join, you flip that group into their team page or their Scentsy page. So this is another reason why I love the groups, because now all their friends are on.
They already invited their friends, the friends' friends. And then your host hit certified. I have 8 people right now certified during this incentive. Just by flipping these parties. Because they have set everything up for themselves. They did all the work. There's no reason they shouldn't join just to get a $250 paycheck. They don't even have to do anything from them. So, if Christine, I'll email you these images tonight too, and I'll be making a whole bunch more. But does anyone have any questions about how I'm doing this? I love mailing the samples, making them more personalized. And then when I mail the samples, I slap the hostess face on another flyer and it says, "Thanks for joining the party." And it's like a cute little verbiage thing. So all the flyers are blank for you to be able to post a picture on it. Oh, the chat. Oh, Christine. No problem. My sister was like, "You need to add Christine." And I was like, "Just send her the information. It's fine." I don't care.
Courtney,
Yeah.
question for you. So you said that you can enter all of the host rewards and still get, so like, if it was a $200 party, you can get like $19 in free credit still in that $100. You can still add a kit.
So, yeah. So say there's, the hostess got $20 in free credit. If you have someone else that wants to join on the party, you actually have to change the hostess name to the person joining's information.
Okay.
The person joining, their kit will go to whatever address they fill out that hostess, the join email with. And then wherever you want your party stuff to go is whatever you input on your workstation of where you want the party to ship to.
What about the free credit though? Does the original host still get the free credit?
Yeah. So if they got $20 in free, it can't go over the 20. It needs to be like $19, and then the kit would be like $58.
That's awesome. That's good to know.
So it won't let you put in the kit until it has to be like cents left in the hostess rewards part. But if you put it in first, it eats it all up. If you put it in last, you eat the pennies, and it's $59.
Okay, good to know. Had no idea. That's a good
So,
way to work. I like it.
If the hostess is like really, if I know like I needed to add like another bar or something, I'll just add the bar and eat the $6 or something. Or I'll just use the perpetual party reward if it's not off of another booking and eat half price. Like, because I don't want to short them, $3 or something if that's where it falls. But you can always add a hostess kit at the end of the rewards. And have someone pay $59. So every party I close, someone is getting, if it's not free, they're getting a $59 kit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. Thank you.
Yeah. So, so even if the hostess doesn't want to join and get the free $59 for, all the rewards and the $59, someone else of their friends can join. I just don't flip the party to them. I keep the sales. I don't give their friends their party. I'm not going to do that. I know some people that do, but I'm not going to. I will help them launch their group and, show them all the flyers to how to do it. Just really simple. Hey, Britt. Does anyone else have any questions about anything? This is like legit, like the coolest way. I get these on Amazon. Like I said, you can use the Scentsy mailers. I like the clear mailers too, or just these little bag mailers. If you don't have a lot of samples on hand, that's fine. Just do scratch and sniff stickers. Give them something to flip through, something to smell good. I don't know. The more things you get in someone's hands without trying it, you're going to get higher sales across the board. But that is my miraculous way of being like Nicole, new director, who does like $6,000 in sales, which is insane.
I missed the beginning of it. Are you talking about how you're sending party packs out?
So I do party packs. So
I just did that with the 2 parties this week, and both of them are almost to $900.
It's insane.
It really does make a huge difference.
So I collabed with I'm on the Slay in May. If you're a director or bug, you're on this Slay in May or Active in April group. And I've collabed all these, awesome ideas because I don't come up with this stuff. This is not my work. I've collabed a whole bunch of people's ideas into what works for me. And what works for me might be a little different from you. But yeah, they join the party. Within 48 hours, they have to fill out a Google form. Do you do the Google form, Nicole?
No, I haven't. But that would probably
So
make
Google
my life
form,
much
they fill out their name, address. They pick a category of the Scentsy, like fresh, floral, fruity. And then you can be like, okay, they like this, I'm going to give them this. They like baked goods, I'm going to give them this. I say, do you have a pet, a dog or a cat? If they do, I give them a pet sample. It says, have you ever tried Scentsy before? If not, maybe I give them washer whiffs. Maybe I give them a Scentsy fresh. Message me if you have any questions. When they join, I also say, thanks for joining this group and helping out X, Y, and Z. Earn some awesome rewards. She has a big wish list. Here's a virtual catalog to flip through because the virtual catalog's the shiznit. And 48 hours, they fill out the Google form. I give 3 days to mail the stuff. And then a day or 2, I do the Facebook Live. And then at about a week, 7 to 9 days, the party closes.
Wow.
So
you don't do the daily posts of all the information and all the stuff and
nope.
time-consuming crap.
Nope. I have 6 flyers, 3 for warmers, 1 for diffusers, and 2 for the fans. And I do the groups because hopefully if they join, this is now going to be their Scentsy VIP page. I make 4 albums, limited time. I shared the Father's Day and the slim stuff left in summer collection. I did warmers and wax, diffusers and oils, and I posted them into their own little album on day 3 after they filled out stuff. And then I introduce myself. I send a selfie of me mailing the stuff. Hey, your goodies are on the way. And then I do this or that, keeping people engaged in the post. Do this or that, this or that. I do maybe 3 or 4 of them depending on what people filled out. And then I ask them to show me their deliveries. Snap a selfie and show me your stuff because then you're training your customers. When you get stuff, they're going to share it. So your host does everything. And then you say, okay, on Thursday night at 8 p.m., hop on here. We're going to go live and show all the things. Then I give another flyer and I say, if you know your friends love this stuff, share this flyer on your personal Facebook page and invite your friends. So now your friends are inviting their friends into the group. Then you have even more people coming in. And then I say last chance to order, and then I thank everyone individually for their orders.
Yeah.
So then your hostess has all these people coming in.
That's fun.
We're oh, tomorrow I'm joining a Facebook Live. Anyone want to join, my friend X, Y, and Z, or my cousin or my sister, blah, 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 join this group. So then people are oh, clicked on it and joined. Then you get a notification every time someone joins that group. And then I send them a message. Every time someone joins the group, I always say, thank you so much. I'm the hostess. I'm the consultant. Here's a virtual catalog. And if I already know when the live's going to be, tune in on, Thursday at 8 p.m. If you can't make it, watch the replay.
So, do you play bingo too?
I do. I play bingo at the end. So, Nicole, this is another thing I've been doing. Anyone that fills this out, I tag everyone that joins in the post of the Google form. So if they don't fill it out, that's not my fault. If they don't fill it out within the 48 hours, I do not send them one. They're shit out of luck. Sorry. I've tagged them. They've seen it. They know I'm sending them stuff. If they don't fill it out, they're shit out of luck. So in the packet, I mailed them where'd they go? I thought they were right there. I have paper bingo forms, just a whole bunch of paper bingo forms because I play them at parties and I'm not doing parties right now, home parties. So they don't know I'm sending them a bingo form. So I send them a bingo form, hop on when I'm about to do the live. They're like, oh, I got bingo forms. And I'm like, yeah, you have to tune in on the live to play bingo at the end for the door prizes. So then I get more attendance that way. Nicole, were you trying to say something because it was muted?
Oh, no, that's just me saying I love that.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to try some different things up just because parties can be so time consuming. So I like this. Yeah, I definitely like this idea.
Before you hopped on, I said I'm not doing like warmers and wax one day and this day and this day because no one freaking engages. I'm wasting my time. I'm not doing it anymore. Like I'm not.
Do you do giveaways in the middle of it or anything like that, or for bingo or anything like that?
Nope. Bingo I do. And then if they want to do the free and half off stuff, like when they filled out their forms and I follow up with them before I close out the party. Like I said, I've been getting about 4 to 6 bookings off of every party. So like this month I should probably hit, it's insane to say that I probably will hit $6,000 in sales this month. Like
So awesome,
just,
girl.
and I'm spending less time. Like, but them getting a silly little packet, like I'm saying, it's about $2 to $3 to send this. You're going to spend $20 to $30 per party, but the parties are like over $1,000.
Yeah.
They're over $1,000 just because you sent them some samples and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this. I need more of it. And then they join or host another party for you. And it's just a trifecta.
Yeah.
Like I will never go back to a normal way of what I used to do for Scentsy parties ever again. I didn't have people engaging. I don't know if any of you guys had that problem. People weren't engaging. They weren't seeing stuff. I don't know what it is about Facebook events. They miss the invites. Like your hostess is doing everything and they can get a paycheck off of it. So why the heck not? I mean, I know Nicole, she earned annual mentor with me. I think we're both in top 50 right now.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
Well, she's almost in top 50. The more people that you get to join and the more people that you get to show like how easy this is, all you did was invite people and you had your friends invite people. The simpler it is, and now my parties are the simplest ever. They're so simple. People are like, oh yeah, I can do this. Well, you already did it because you invited everybody. You sent the messages. They're your friends. And that's it. That's it. So
and it makes people want to do it again because if it's not too overwhelming, then they don't feel bad asking their friends to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have that icky, scary party word attached to it that they think
I know.
that
I
it's
hate
a
the
ton
word
of work.
party too. I hate the word party. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I know not all of you are on my direct team. You're in our whole bubble, but I can upload my images. I'm about to make more images. I don't know if Nicole, if you saw all the images I uploaded on the team page. I mean,
I love them.
They're really cute. I love 70s vibes, so they're really bright and flashy, and they remind me of Taco Bell back in the 90s. And I love Taco Bell. So when I saw those, I was like, oh my gosh, they're like bright purple. They're kind of obnoxious, but people see them. So
Yeah, no, they're very eye-catching. I like them.
I'm missing chats. Sorry guys, I was talking. I'm new and my sponsor did a live with me. Okay, good. I am totally down for doing lives for my new sponsors, showing them the ropes, especially with this new way that I'm doing stuff. A lot of my new people, they've just been like gung-ho, like certified in 2 weeks. I don't know what it's in the water lately, but okay. Yes, I do have an example of a Google form. I do. Let me pull it up on my phone. What did I do with my phone?
DJ is asking too, are the groups you make private or public?
They're public until they join. They're private.
Oh.
Yeah. So I do have to accept people coming in. So it can be public with you having restrictions. So because I have the people that initially joined sharing a flyer with the group link to bring more people in, it has to be public. But it's technically secretive to where I can do a door prize. I don't know if that's totally in compliance, but no one is Scentsy Consultants on there to turn me in, so I do it. I don't tell them what they're getting. So apparently with Chuck, if you don't tell them what they're winning, it's fine. So just don't tell them what they're getting. Just say there's going to be a winner for a door prize. It could be a Starbucks gift card. It didn't even have to be Scentsy. So let me find this Google form real quick. I'm going to my group that Melissa's. Okay. So I post the little samples flyer with the link, and I tag everyone in it. So this might be, well, it's telling me to log in. Hold on. If I remember my password. You have to log into your Google. Where is that symbol? All right. Confirm. So it says, like, sorry this is backwards, but it says, welcome to the Scentsy party. It has like the little flyer up there. And it just has them fill out everything. The scents, the information, and then they submit it. Then when they submit it, I get an email saying someone filled out your Google form. I go online and I print it out. I'm on my computer tonight, so I haven't printed out this part yet. It'll say questions and responses. I print it out. I print them on my PayPal. I have a Dymo printer. You can print on Dymo. You can print on whatever you want. I do postage at home, and Google Forms are like the way to go. So another thing I do on Google Forms is I do sample requests that way too. So I can figure out what my customers like. When I follow up with my customer, I'm like, what samples would you like to try next month? And they're like, oh, Washer Whisk, Scentsy Fresh. Which Bring Back My Bar do you want to sample? I have so many bars right now, guys. The Bring Back My Bar's not even out yet. And I legit have all the scents over the years. I've been doing so many samples. So I'm trying to already get my Bring Back My Bar samples out for double hostess, double half off rewards. So try this new way of doing Facebook parties. If you're not a Facebook party or you don't want to go live, get over it. just do it. I'm sorry, there's the Blue Angels flying over my house right now. Sorry, that's really loud. I live in Maryland, where the Naval Academy is, and the midshipmen have graduated this week, so the Blue Angels are flying over like crazy right now. And they're so loud, and it is 8:45 at night. So, yeah, they've been really obnoxious lately. They've flown over like every day this whole week because they are social distancing doing graduations. And it's been insane. So, if you guys have questions, does anyone have so prizes aren't allowed? Technically, no. Technically, no. If you want to be in compliance, no. You can say you're doing a door prize, and if you don't say what it is, or if you don't say, hey, you're going to win this, it's allowed. Can you send a Google form? So I can share my Google form link, just don't fill it out. And then you can print it. There's my Google form link. I can also share that with whoever's on here. I can share my Google link on any of the group pages if you just want to see my template. But Google Forms are really easy to make. If you just go to Google Forms, sign into your Google account, they're super easy.
Are you going to be sharing this to your team page later?
This Zoom?
Recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can figure out how to upload it to YouTube.
Okay. I have a team member I feel like she's been getting a little overwhelmed because she's got 4 parties booked right now. So I want her to, she's camping right now, but I feel like this would be really good for her to see.
Where's my phone? Oh. And I can share these flyers too because I didn't make these. My friend Angela made these. They're really cute flyers. They're supposed to, Christine probably saw them on the What to Share group. Groups.
I did. They're awesome.
you know who I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about? The little like Instagram flyer she makes. I'm telling you guys, not all of this is my work. I just steal people's other stuff. So on the group, you can like scroll over and go to albums, and I love the albums. So it does like the diffusers, the oils, and the warmers, and then it's just these little how to use it. It's very simple. I don't have to like make a huge spiel of how it works. And you just scroll through of all the steps on how to use the products. And that's all I do for this. So I make the albums and that's it. It's like these cute little what is warmers, how to use it, and bundle and save. That's it. Super, super, super simple. I did not make those cute flyers, but I love them. And I do the hurry only while supplies last, and I only upload what's available because the stuff is selling out like crazy. And she made these cute like Father's Day flyers that I stole from her. And that's basically all the products that I post, besides a couple of like the this or that. And then a lot of people comment on 20 comments on one, 12 comments on another. I've never had more than like 2 comments on anything in a Facebook event in my life. No matter how good the party is, no one comments on it in an event for some reason. I just don't think they see it. And then I'm spending all this time scheduling posts and writing stuff out. It's super time consuming. And then all this is pre-wrote out copy and paste stuff. It's across the board the same. All you gotta do is enter someone's name. So I have it saved. I'm also, Nicole, going to be doing like a mock of this on, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I don't know if I'm going to make an event on my team page. And then
I was hoping you said that.
Just upload them all at once and be like, day 1, even though you're not going to post day 1, X, Y, and Z, day 2, X, Y, and Z. And then you can just like copy and paste it or
Because I think that a lot of times too, I've noticed that I think when I talk to my team, they don't want to have a party because like they don't even want to host the parties because if they work full time or if family's coming in town or whatever it is, so I think also having this alternative that does make it easier on you, on the host, on everybody, it's a good option to have.
Yeah. Christine, I don't know if you saw these. So this is like, my friend's having my favorite. It's like a little black square so you can enter whatever you want. Grab a beverage. Thanks for hanging out. I told you they're
Those
really
are cool.
right. Yeah. It's a live party. See you on, and then I left it blank for people to fill in the blanks. Let's see your delivery. 1 hour till live. I put like it's a date with like Scentsy samples, and then like all these different like things for your order because I don't want to put like the same thing over and over, like the same thank you a million times in a row. So I made like different ones. So if anyone doesn't have any more questions, or if you find questions later, you can friend me, message me. If you're on my group, I'm going to be posting all the things in the next day or two once I can figure out how I want to do it so it doesn't get lost and everything's like kind of in one area. So try it out and your sales are going to be insane. I wanted to try it out for a month and it's totally worked. And I don't know if Nicole, it works.
I just did the party packs, or I guess I was calling them just Happy Meal this week. And the biggest difference that I noticed, that's the only thing I've changed. I've still set.
So how did you send your party packs? You just said, send me your
first. So my very first post was like my introduction post of, picture me and my family saying who we are, all that jazz. And then the very next one was a picture of like, some samples, little pack of washer whiffs, different things like that. And I said, if anybody would like a catalog and some smelly goods before the party, let me know. And most of the people chimed in. I did find that it did make engagement through the other posts though higher this time, but it is, it's a ton of work, posting 3-4 times a day of all the different categories and all that stuff. It's so much stuff. And now here I am a week into the party, and I feel like they're like, okay, we get it. Like, you know, like they've been seeing so many posts and constant. But as soon as they all got their party packs or their Happy Meal, they all placed their orders anyway. So like everybody, as soon as they got the catalog and all the samples, it was like their orders were placed. I'm like, okay, why am I even going to have this party? I've already told the host though that I am.
Yeah, and I don't make fancy samples either. I use a little, I think I have it right here because I was making them. I literally chop my wax up with, I call it a crinkle cutter. I do felt samples and crinkle cutters. That is it. I'm not going to spend 3 hours making cute wax molds.
I'm starting to do that too, just because I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. It's just too much, and it's great, but it's when you're sending out that much stuff, and you know, it just is too time consuming. But I've also noticed too that the average order amount has gone up, where people, before I started sending these out, the samples beforehand, average orders were maybe like $30-$40. Both of these parties are, the average order is probably $100. I mean, it's gone up significantly because people are getting stuff, and I noticed the stuff that I send them samples of, those are the scents that they're ordering. So when I sent Donna the cocoa lime or whatever it was, that's what she got in all of, but she got it in everything because she fell in love with it. So it's definitely giving them the opportunity to smell it beforehand really makes a huge difference.
And I never used to do a lot of Facebook parties. I used to do a lot of bag parties, and I can't do bag parties right now. So just the simpler you make it and the more engaging you make it with your customers and build relationships with those joining, it makes a huge difference. Huge difference. I never even thought of sending samples out before to my online parties.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
Ever.
That's probably going to make the big difference right there. That's awesome.
So Nicole, Christine is Eva's sponsor.
Oh, cool.
Nicole is my new second gen director.
Woo, Nicole, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
That new.
Yes.
Woo.
That new, and I'm like still like 600 GWV away from numbers right now, and I'm like, come on, people.
There's still 10 days left.
There's a lot of magic
last month, but
yeah.
Hopefully you guys learned all the things about how to, if I have a bag out right now, do you reach out and see how they like everything? Like a bag party, Candace. You have, who is this? Candace, my person. Sorry, Candace. I'm not used to chat. It says, I read everyone, and I'm like, who's everyone? Like what? The samples? How they like what?
Yeah, well, I put a bag party out to my dental office, and they have it for 2 weeks because it runs into Memorial Day. And so I put all these samples in there and information, and I gave order forms and QR codes they can scan. And I was just wondering, I haven't gotten any orders or anything. I know it's sitting in their break room, but I don't know. Do you ever check up on it, or do you ever see how they're doing?
You'll point a contact saying, hey, how is everything going? And yeah, follow up with them.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, just follow up with them. Just be like, hey, I'm going to be by on, this date, or, yeah, I would just follow up and say, because you're doing it mystery style, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, superstar consultant. You're going to be director by this fall. Just catching up on all these things.
Jen is my girl. She's going to be my second first.
Terry, will you be my publicist? Sure. I thought I was going to have so much time to do stuff at home, and I don't. I'm not working right now, so I'm doing Scentsy full time. So got to figure out a way how to make all this work. So hopefully you guys learned all the things. I recorded this. I'll send Christine all the stuff, and they're uploaded on every group page on our whole upline. So you're gonna have some kick-ass parties soon. So I'm kind of bummed the $20 join kit is sold out, but you can now do the $59 join kits and still get a huge deal. So flip all the parties. All right, guys. I'm going to go watch Jersey Shore because I'm a nerd.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.